Clap hands for her. Who should stay? Who should go? Who should go? Should she go? This one. I can see women empowerment here. You want the men to go? This, her business? Okay. This is what we'll do. I want to give them one book each. The books are not enough, right? But I'll get in touch with you to know more about your business and how we can support you. So you take this book. Take this book. If you don't get a book, don't worry. Take this book. You take this book. 2. Take this book. You take this book. Are you happy? So the next person gets a 50 Ghana cedis. So you can sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. Next. Are you here? So what we just did is the power of telling your own story, sharing your own business ideas, letting people know who you are. You may not be perfect, but just stand up and tell the world, my name is this, and this is my business idea. And people will get to appreciate. So if you have a team, try to let your team appreciate that this is your business idea, this is what you want to do. And I believe that they are giving them more opportunities out there, just because they've been able to tell their own stories. So today it's all about telling your own story. You've seen this. Your story may be old. People may not believe in you. You may even doubt your own story. Just because you are coming from a village, you don't like your story. Just because you've gone through a dirty past, you don't love your own story. Just because people doubt you, just because you've gotten F's in school, you don't tell your own story. Just because you started a business and it failed, you don't love your story. No matter who you are, no matter what you do, your story is important. And the more you keep on sharing your stories, people will support you. The more you keep on telling the world who you are, people will appreciate you. And the people who are supporting you will always be there to support you. And that's why I always appreciate Madam Alima. She's always supporting. Whether she knows you or not, she will always be there to support you. So tell your own stories, and people will support you. Let's go. So, have you seen this statement? Make wide a subject. You've seen that, eh? This is what we've been taught in school. And this is something important in your life. Some of you make other people the subject, and that's X. You need to make you the subject. You need to invest in you. You need to create opportunities for you. And you need to believe in you. No matter who you are, no matter what you do, tell the world that you are also there. Let's go. And the power of volunteering. This is a picture of me. 10 years ago, there's a school in Fajini, just around the Nanton Road. I went there to do my national service. And I realized that the students, when I asked them, I was teaching ICT. When I say computer, they don't even understand. And it appears that they've never seen a laptop. If you don't come to Tamale, you will never see a laptop. So one day, I borrowed my sister's laptop. I told her that I was doing project work because I just completed school. And she gave me her laptop. I sent it to the school. And this was the first day I sent a laptop to them. I was like a president. People were just running to me, and I feel like, wow, if I can do this to make an impact in some people's life, then I'll do this forever. Let's go. And through that day, I said I'm going to use ICT to help people. And now I have modern ICT labs in Accra, even in Savulugu. I have a lab there. And let's go. We still do this. Let's move on. I want you to know that there's going to be pain. You are going to go through a lot of pain. Sometimes the people you believe in to even support your education, by the time you complete, they are dead. Things that you believe in, you start businesses and businesses will fail. But I want you to know that it's possible. Let's go. My name is Ibrahim Mustafa, from Tumu to UN. Thank you.
Ay, masa.
Madam photos.
Ay, kaula mbaya ma.
Resu.
Ay, masa ya ka goose ma shirt ma.
Kaula goose yabo.
Irin.
I learned that I have to invest in myself and make me the subject and not others. I am here to introduce the very person of excellence, the chairperson, in the person of Madam Mahama Mariama. She is a principal of the Boka Technical Vocational Institute in Tamale. She is also one of Ghana's TVET ambassadors. Through her leadership, the school has received great recognition and developed the skills of many young people. They have partnered with so many organizations to encourage more girls in the TVET agenda. Madam Mariama is a great role model to so many young people, especially young girls. Today, it's a great pleasure and privilege we have her as our chair for the 8th edition of Youth Empowerment Summit of the Martyrs Inspired Foundation. Ladies and gentlemen, with a standing ovation, let us give honor to whom honor is due. Madam Chairperson Mahama Mariama, you can do better. Yes, the person of excellence she is. We saw that Boka when it started, and we are seeing it now, and it can only be a proof of her excellent leadership. You can do better for her.
Thank you, my sister. And please, we can sit down. It's on. Good morning, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I want to acknowledge my colleagues on the front row, staff of Martyrs Inspired Foundation, the resource persons assembled, my colleague teachers from all schools present, my dear Winoff ladies, very, very proud of you. The media, ladies, my dear students, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, the Boka students, watch it. When I say my dear students, I'm not referring to you. I'm acknowledging every student here. I am deeply honored and humbled to stand before you today as the chairperson of this incredible youth summit under the theme, Becoming a Bold and Outstanding Young Person. On this momentous occasion, I am very, very grateful to you for the confidence you have in me. Let me also express my gratitude to the organizers and stakeholders who have worked tirelessly to make this summit a reality. Your dedication and commitment are truly commendable. Ghana, as a country, has a population of about 57% of our people being under age 25. Only 2 out of every 5 young people you find in Ghana are employed. This I found from Ghana Statistical Service. And it is against this background that I find this theme, the theme for the summit, very appropriate. Becoming outstanding young persons should be everybody's business. If we must break that statistic that only 2 out of 5 people are employed. My dear young people, you are very blessed to have had a summit like this with very seasoned resource persons assembled before you to share their rich experience with you. I encourage you to participate seriously, and at the end of the day, you would have gathered enough information to become the outstanding person we all aspire to be. When I was in Form 5, for the information of our current students, we spent 5 years in secondary school, not 3 years as you are doing now. We were only 2 ladies in the class. My colleague by name Peace was the girls prefect, and I doubled as the assistant girls prefect and also the health prefect. One day, my sandals got torn. I was dragging it along. Peace looked at me and said, Mariama, go and change your shoes. I looked back at her, smiled. I didn't reply. I had no second pair of shoes to go and change. But for me, my problem was not about shoes. My challenges were the list of my problems. My focus was to assert myself, my space in the class by way of academic performance. Yes, you can have all the beautiful shoes, but when we get to the class, I would also have my place there. I didn't hold on to Mariamas, but there is no Mariama like me anywhere in the world. It applies to you. There could be 3,000 Azaras, but you are the only Azara, unique Azara in the whole world. There is no duplicate Azara. There's no duplication of you anywhere in the world. So embrace your strengths and improve your weaknesses so that you can become the bold person you aspire to be. Step out of your comfort zones. It is only when you have moved out of your comfort zone that you can begin to grow. Challenge yourself to try new things as young people and have a growth mindset. Our big brother, Mr. Ibrahim, has already dealt with that extensively. My dear young people, avoid bad friends. premarital sex. If you do not engage in premarital sex, will there be teenage pregnancy? Avoid, stay away from premarital sex. Abstain. Wait until you grow and you get matured, and you will determine the sort of man that will come to you and ask of your hand in marriage. But today, all the men around you talking about sex issues to you, excuse my words, are criminals. They are trying to steal your boldness from you. So beware of that. Report them to your teachers, report them to your parents, and report them to responsible people in society, so they do not cut your future short. If somebody had impregnated me, when I was your age, will I be where I am? So please, avoid premarital sex. Stay away from drugs. These days, many of our young people are cutting their lives short because of tramadol and name them. They will not help you. They will only cut your life short. And God forbid that anybody here's life is cut short. Stay away from Sakawa. If you go through your studies and go through it properly, certainly there will lie a bright future ahead of you. So why are you in a rush? You are now schooling. You don't earn anything. So take it easy. Do the right thing at the right time. If you want to do what adults do as a child, you will do what children do when you become an adult. So please, let's take note of that. All my life, I've been working with young people, and it gives me deep joy to see my young people transform into responsible adults. Friday, that's yesterday, I was seated in the office, and this tall young soldier knocked at the door and entered. 2 years ago, he was my dining hall prefect. Today, he's a soldier. What else can we celebrate than this kind of performance? Just be patient, be calm, listen to your teachers, study well, learn a skill, and at the end of the day, 2-3 years from now, you will be those we will be celebrating. And you will come and take your rightful places in society to help us build our country, Ghana. On this note, I accept to be the chairperson for today, depending heavily on your support. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
You can do better. Embrace your uniqueness. I have some few announcements to make. Please, if you are pressed, kindly see the ushers. Kindly do not cross the road. If you are feeling unwell, see them as well. They would help you. Please do not cross the road. MTN. 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 Yes. So we are going to have our special guest of honor in the person of Madame Antoinette Kofi. She is the Chief Finance Officer of SACOM PLC, that is MTN Ghana. She joined MTN on October 1, 2021. Before joining MTN, Madame Antoinette was the Chief Finance Officer of Absa Bank, formerly Barclays. a position which she held for over 8 years. She rose through the ranks at ABSA from 2007 when she joined the bank and held Chartered Global Management Accountant and a member of the Chartered Institute of Management Accountants, UK. She is an alumnus of the University of Ghana, where she graduated with a Bachelor of Science degree in Agricultural Economics. With a shout and a round of applause, let us welcome Madame Antoinette Kofi. She will be joining us by Zoom. You can do better than this. That is our special guest of honor, Mrs. Antoinette Kofi, joining us by Zoom.
Pardon? Okay. Isn't it still talking? Oh, okay. Hello, good morning. Good morning, great people of Tamale. My name is Antoinette Kofi, as the lady just introduced. I would have loved to be there with you in person. In fact, I was looking forward to it, but I had an emergency that made me unable to be there. But Tamale is fast becoming a first love of mine, and I pray that there'll be other opportunities to come to you. So this morning, I've been asked to talk about being a bold and outstanding young person. I'll speak for a few minutes, and I'd like to interact, hear from you if you have any questions, and we'll take it from there. What does it take to be a bold and outstanding young person? I'm going to use myself as a human specimen to talk you through this. You know, when you're young, all of us tend to have dreams, hopes, and we look forward to the future. But you know, sometimes a lot of those dreams are not grounded in anything. But what I'm here to tell you this morning is that it's okay to dream. I actually need you to dare to dream, because the best time of your life to dream is when you are young. And don't stop dreaming as you keep growing, because, you know, dreams do come true. And why do I say this? I was like one of you not that long ago. And I remember I was a very timid child. Many people who meet me today do not believe that I was a timid child, but I was a very timid child. For me to stand in front of a group of people like this, in fact, if my mother sent me into a room full of people like you are now, to go and call someone, she literally had to beat me and pinch me for me to enter the room. Today, I dreamt of the day when I'll be able to stand in front of people to talk. Today, I'm talking to you, albeit online, but I speak in front of a lot of people, and I talk to a lot of people. I'll tell you how to go about it and how to get there. But all I want to tell you is that it's okay to dare to dream. I told a group of people last week that I remember a long time ago, maybe about, 20 years ago, I said to my sisters, I said, you know, one day I want to be the first person to do something. And my sister said, hey, but the way the world is moving, how can you be the first person to do something? And I said, with God on my side, I will do that. And then I forgot all about it, but I was working towards becoming a person of value. And today I will tell you that no matter what you do, no matter where you find yourself, try and be a person of value. Do not necessarily look for success. We all see successful people and we want to be them. But try not to be a person of success. Try to be a person of value. Add value wherever you find yourself. Try and do the best that you can. Do everything that comes your way as if you're doing it only for God. And believe you me, success will chase you and overtake you. So I try to work hard and work towards my goals. And you know what?
Afri Youth, are you here? We also have Vitin Senior High School. Vitin Senior High School. Kapoini Senior High School.
So with a round of applause, let's welcome them as they mount the stage.
Okay.
Hello, good morning, everyone. I'm told the sound isn't working in the room. Can they hear me now? Hello, good morning, my amazing people of Tamale. I'm told you didn't hear me the first time I spoke, so I will repeat what I said. My name is Antoinette Kofi. I'm the CFO for MTN Ghana, and thank you for having me. I would have wished to be there with you in person, but unfortunately, there were some emergencies and unforeseen circumstances that prevented me from coming. But I will make a date with you to come visit you in person and have a conversation. I'm going to speak briefly on a few things. I'm told to speak about becoming a bold and outstanding young person. And I'll ask you to start this by daring to dream. Dare to dream, but only dream if you are capable or if you are willing to live your dream. Why do I say this? Many years ago, I was speaking to my sisters and we were talking about what we wanted to do when we grew up. And I said, I want to be able to impact the world. I want to be able to actually be the first to do something, to bring about change in the way things are done. This was many years ago. Then I went about my life and worked hard at what I wanted to do, worked hard at my goals, made decisions along the way. And the day MTN Ghana put out an announcement that said, meet Antoinette Kofi, the first female and first Ghanaian CFO of MTN Ghana. When I saw the announcement, it hit me that, wow, I really am the first to change the narrative for something. But how did this happen? I didn't just dream and live it there. I lived my life in a purposeful way. I worked hard. I remained committed to my cause. And it's not always easy. There were many challenges along the way. But you know what? Challenges are only there to make you better. So, do dare to dream. And the best time to dream is when you are a young person. But don't ever stop dreaming. Whether you are 50 or 60 or even 70 or 80, you can dream about a better life. So, the first lesson I want you to take today is dare to dream. I also want to tell you that it doesn't matter where you start. It doesn't matter how you start. I was a very timid child. In fact, For me to enter a room full of people like you are today during the Empowerment Center, my mother had to threaten me. Sometimes she had to beat me. She had to give me a knock. She would pinch. She's like, why? What can happen? What's the worst that can happen? Just go and call me someone from that room. I wouldn't do it. I was too scared to do it. But today I'm able to stand in front of hundreds and sometimes thousands of people to speak. And how did that happen? So, it's all about preparation. You know, recently I read something somewhere that said time and chance always happen to you. What does that mean? It means opportunities will come your way. But the only way you are able to take advantage of opportunities is if you have prepared yourself. If you have put in the work to prepare you to actually do something. You know, I didn't start off my life as a finance person. And I'll come to that in another point I make. But when I decided to veer into finance, when I decided to become an accountant, I worked hard. I remained humble enough to learn from whoever and wherever I could. I started working, when I started working, actually, everybody, and there were people within the organization, and this was in the UK. Okay, it wasn't my first job, but after I studied in the UK, I would do everybody's job. I was always, do you need help? What can I do to help you? And you know, in a matter of a year or two, I could do everybody's job in that office. And when the time came for a higher role, because I knew how to do everybody's job, and I had an understanding of everybody's job, and I had worked with people so closely that they knew I wasn't a threat, I managed to get opportunities that I otherwise would not have had if I had just stuck to doing the work I was given to do on a daily basis. So in your daily lives, I would challenge you to seek to be a person of value. Wherever you find yourself, make an effort to add value. If you come and you see an item in this place and it is crooked, seek to see how you can put it there in a straight way. If you come and the place is dirty and you know that you can't work in dirty surroundings, find a way to clean up the place. Don't find yourself too big to do anything. And believe you me, it will pay off when you least expect it. And whatever you do, don't watch who is watching you. Don't look at, oh, the boss is watching, so today I'll work hard. Tomorrow the boss is not there, so I won't do it. No, because walls indeed do have ears, and people see you. People see what you do without you knowing. And you need to live your life in a way that when your name comes up in a room full of people, without you being there, there'll be advocates for you, people who will speak for you, people who will put your name forward for opportunities. This is all part of your preparation. So, it's okay to change lanes. Like I said, I didn't start off my life as a finance person.